Don't forget about your permit.
Doc Larry! Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All AUGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
My documentation's never been a problem before. It's not about to become one now.
You sure about this? I am policeman. You see uniform. You see gun.
You know, now that you mention it, your setup looks a little odd. Budget cuts?
And no need to insult us. Times are difficult for a regional document checking police. But fact remains, if you continue this way without newest permit, I am legally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
This document agent you mentioned, you see the one in charge? He gets you to stop AUGs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shekashka. There is a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't ask questions. Got a smoke?
You got any new balls, Braho?
You should be about 10 meters down.
A goddamn clank. You looking for permit? I never get work the check.
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help AUGs with documentation, you upgrade their permits.
You have the money?
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will apply.
How much do you charge people for this?
Not people. AUGs. 35,000 credits.
Your buddy said this one was on the house, because I'm such a nice guy.
Drahomir would never say that.
What would he say? Something like, gouge every AUG sucker I send you for as much money as you possibly can? Is that how this works?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work, puts more effort in than we ask her to.
This is as much as I'm willing to give you. So what kind of shiny new permit does this get me?
Fucking tourist. You're wasting my time, AUG.
Wonder what that Vano guy wanted to talk about.
Scanning. Area certified secure.
I'm more interested in how it might affect my own. So what do you think?
Not know why I never get to work the checkpoint. City smells wrong.
She'll come around. The money is slow to a trickle.
Also getting attacked in the streets. They laying low. Give it a little time, Professor.
Getting a little worried.
I hope you're not Edward Broad, because you don't look at all like the picture.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no AUG left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other orgs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Who else thinks there are far too many questions that Nathaniel Brown and his cronies at Santo are evading about this so-called Aug paradise in the Middle East? Like, how the hell are the drugs supposed to get there?
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... You know.
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries. So the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Don't go over to the dark side. Last thing I need is for some genius hacker to figure out how to find us.
That bombing was bad for business. That bombing was bad for business.
It's a bad fight.
No activity in this area. Continuing general patrol
Set up
mode.
a bed, a breakfast deal, and right off the whole thing. Turns out we're tough.
That's you.
Just because Drahomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his credentials.
Live like this anymore.
The guy's a scam actor. Everyone knows it.
No fucking hope. And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Need hot dogs or marshmallows or something.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Wish I had a coat. A nice warm trench coat.
At least I won't feel the rats gnawing on them.
Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time, and our only response to people believe.
This is not right. Leave me alone.
No unauthorized personnel detected.
Yeah, take that. You must be as stupid as you look. The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
There's...
Oh! Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. It caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it. quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Doklady, like I am not a citizen yet.
Cannot come soon enough.
Area certified secure.
Just make it through this shift. Here we go.
City has gone to hell. I'll quit, that's all. Wouldn't treat a dog like that.
Headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic Blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the Blade's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they're just wasting their time. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Our portable data.
Milena, I got into the AUG permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Enough problems already.
Już byśmy tak mogli zastrzelić każdego auga, co uwidzimy.
General patrol mode.
0-1-1-0. Here we go.
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me working.
I see. What a fucking city.
This is none of your concern.
How are you? Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen, the right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
Draumir's checkpoint is the setup for a forgery ring. He's not just stopping Augs and giving them a hard time. He's not just taking people's lunch money. It's extortion.
This forgery ring, you have an address?
I was inside. I saw the equipment.
You know what? You had me back at harassing. I've been dying for an excuse. A chance to go after someone who actually deserves it for once. No more hiding behind the people he bribes. I suggest keeping your distance. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
This is not right. Time to shut it down, Drahomir! Take care. There is a shooter! Stay away! Where did that come from?
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.